Good afternoon, traders. Matrix here, chat room moderator of BRT, and here is my video on Technical Tuesday. It's October 9th, and today I took a really nice short on AMRN. I wanna go through the technicals of how to make the proper entry if you miss the move, and I also made a live recording of my trade today on AMRN, basically hitting this move. But for those of you who missed this move, I want to make a video, a technical video of how you can make an entry and joining this trend. And that way you don't get FOMO and make random entries, all right? So looking at AMRN, last night I was calling this for short, and I was calling it to short at 19 to 1925 area. Lo and behold, this is where it dumped. Okay, so this morning, looking at this right now, this is 9:30. It opens and it chopped around a little bit, and as you can see, we had a nice floor basing out here. All right, and this is around the 1930s area. I'm just going to color this up real quick. All right, and we also have a nice downtrend. Mark that off. Color this up too. Okay, so the point of this video is more like how do you get in on this action if you are to miss this first snap, right? Obviously, I didn't miss the first snap. I added in afterwards on each pop. And I guess the main point of this video is to teach you, if you miss this, then I'm going to teach you how to get back into this trend. If you did not miss this, I'm going to show you how you can add and re-short each pop, okay? So basically what happened was I shorted on this candle. As it flushed, I took profits out here. And from here, after I took profits, I'm looking for another pop into a key resistance area, and I'm looking to add back in. That way I can keep hammering this trade, keeping a small core position, right? What's very important to note is every time it snaps a psychological level or a horizontal resistance or support, you need to mark that off. So let's say if you miss this major move per se, let's say if you miss this move, how do you get back in? Well, this is obviously a big snap of the $18 mark, right? So I'm gonna mark off 18 right now. But however, 18, if we scroll back on the chart, there really isn't much indicator that 18 was a key resistance level or key support level yet, unless you scroll back this far. So I didn't see it. I scrolled back a couple of days and I'm like, okay, 18's not really a level. So I zoomed back in and I waited. By this time, I only had like a small position left. And I saw this come up and I waited. I did not add here. Well, let's not do that. I didn't add here and I just waited and I let it wash again and it popped back up and it topped out. This is where I saw it happen, all right? So when it topped back out and pulled back, here, I saw this little horizontal resistance area. And I also marked off 18 as well as a key psychological hold number. So in essence, we have a resistance zone. All right. And I didn't take the short though. I did not take this short. I didn't take it. What happened was I saw this come down, starting to run up. And then this is where I started drawing my trend line. See this little little uptrend, little retracement here. This is what you want to pay attention to. When a stock dumps hard and it starts to retrace a little bit, consolidate, you want to see this consolidation uptrend snap. So this candle right here at 1032, this snapped, right? And once it snaps, you can basically base all your risk on the prior horizontal resistance. So when this snapped and it did something like this, I took a short right here at this candle. All right. And added more back in. And basically, once you add in, my initial average was right about here at the 1837, right? But once you add in, your average is going to get fucked up and get pulled back down, okay? So it's very important that you understand that when you're adding into a trade, you are basically kind of making a new trade, all right? So I added back in right here, and I was risking a little bit above this horizontal resistance, all right? And sure enough, this thing washed again. I paid myself some on that ad, and I just sat and watched it go again. Now we have another consolidation area, right? And I noticed that this thing started topping out, and we see another horizontal resistance across this area here. So we have another resistance zone. Let's mark this, leave this line up here. We have another resistance zone right here. Okay. And again, when this little consolidation trend snapped at this candle, I saw it pull back up, and I took another ad right here at this candle, risking the resistance zone once again. So another trade. I wrote this down, paid myself again right here on this wash, and now I have very little size left. And when it comes back up, I was looking at this area, but then it snaps through, and I started drawing this consolidation trend line. Once again, the consolidation snaps. This time we have it at the VWAP, the green line here. So let's take a look at that. Change the color. This time we have perfect resistance horizontal line at the VWAP. I want you to take a look at how this is kind of like a horizontal level compared to this over here. Horizontal level, right? Perfect horizontal level. Once this uptrend snaps, I waited for it to come back close, and we already had all these prior lines mapped out, and I took another short right here at this candle, risking a little bit above this 1725 line. Okay. And of course, this starts working. I did not pay myself on this because this wasn't considered a big wash. So I just let it ride. Eventually, I stopped out. This was a loss for me, and I got out. I got out actually right about here. This is where I got out. Once it did not reject this horizontal resistance line, I'm thinking, okay, maybe this thing is done. And I took it right off, everything all off, and I was done with the trade. Now, why did this not come right back down at 11:30? Very simple. Look at the volume here. This is the volume basically dried up. Okay, we're getting into early lunch, and this is considered the lull. Okay, at the lull, early lunch, when people goes out to lunch, basically the 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 initial move is over, and I took it off. I just basically took it off because there's no more volume, right? So I was done with it, and that was basically my trade. So to do a quick review of what we learned here is, if you miss this big move and the stock starts retracing in a consolidation, you got to map out a horizontal resistance first. You got to be able to see this, and then you also got to see a consolidation uptrend snap, okay, with volume. See the snap here with volume. See the snap here with volume as well. All right, and of course this snapped with volume as well, but I didn't take this trade. This would have been a great trade as well, right? Now, once it's snapped with volume, any pop back up, you basically have a set risk to risk off of, and you can take the trade, right? So that's Technical Tuesday. If you were to take this little video right here, what I just showed you guys, and reversed it, right? Just flip this chart upside down, and you basically have yourself a long setup as well. It's exactly the same. I hope you guys enjoyed what you watched today, and make sure you hit the like button, hit the share and subscribe. I'll be looking forward to a lot of comments and questions from you guys as well. And thanks for watching Technical Tuesday. Have a great day, guys. Cheers.